Let us know if that one's just gone live then.
Yes, yes.
Thanks, Connor.
Thank you very much.
Well, there's just me and Ant chatting to ourselves, but at least we are live here in Qatar for the final sport tier round now.
Yeah, Connor to the rescue.
Armour Red in third on those hard tyres, went a tenth quicker than the Hornet and the Mutsnuts. We got any of the? We got J Sarge out on the lap.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be setting it up.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, he's a tier 2 driver, so
he's on soft, so I'm hoping he's just doing like a practice run out.
Yeah.
We've got Wookie out on hards. Let's see what kind of lap time he's going to do on those hards. And Winkle's McGuffin's on another out lap.
Yeah, evening people wanting to set the proper lap this time.
Yeah, evening guys. Sorry about the glitch that we had. We thought we were live, then we got told that we definitely were not. Probably explains why I've had 0 comments for the past 12 minutes, but it's good to see we're actually up and running now.
Right, Noodles in P2. He's started his lap. He's coming up to the end of Sector 1. So if you want to follow him, I think it would be interesting.
Right,
man the number 3 car.
Right on board with Noodles. Whoa, there's no need for that sort of aggression in the comments, Hodgson. That's how I'm going to take away your room. Waiting for the end of Sector 2 to see whether Noodles is improving his lap time. He is nearly a tenth down coming into Sector 3. See if he can make up that time anywhere coming through the final few corners. And he's invalidated. That is unlucky.
He probably still has time to go to the pits right now and... Yep, he does, 4 minutes.
Nobody's scared of Baby Hornet. Don't you even swear at me like that, Hodgson.
Winky,
yeah, we're right on board with Winkle's McGuffin as he tries to set a valid lap.
Yeah, he'll be setting a valid lap this time, but it's not going to be a representative time.
It's because he can't see over the steering wheel. That's always been his issue.
Oh.
He needs his booster seat adjusting. Definitely doesn't seem like the fastest laps from Winkles, but we'll see what he posts. His Wookie must have made some massive mistakes in his lap, as I've just seen he did a 1:38.5.
It must have been an out lap as well.
Winky did a 1:27.6. Tell you, we will ride on board with this Triz to see if he's going to improve.
Yeah.
Quite surprised to see second down to 7th all still in the pits. They must be going for very late last runs.
It's going to be very late, and they'll probably have to be careful about the amount of traffic there'll be in the final sector.
Yeah, is always the issue.
Anybody's on the... Yeah. Chris and I found that out on...
Triss is nearly 3/10 up coming out of Sector 2. Can he hold on to that time coming through the final few corners?
Yeah, still keeping it in between the lines.
Pretty planted through the penultimate corner.
And
looking good through the final corner, not running too wide.
Except he's run out of ERS, so I don't know if it's going to be the same as on his first lap, but it wouldn't be more.
21.9. We've got Sambal on a lap now, who's just invalidated. That's definitely going to cause him some issues. We've got Mutsnuts just coming out on a lap as well.
Our dear Winky is a second and a half up on his lap.
Oh, let's go to Winkle's McGuffin. He posted 24.5. It's an improvement, but not enough to move him up any.
Yep, and I don't think he won't have the time to go to the pits, so this is going to be his best time.
We're right on board with Chaos Druid. I know he loves being on the stream, doesn't think we curse him at all. think he's abandoned that lap as he looks to be slowing down. Not sure if he's going to save some battery and go for another push lap. Who's on a fast lap there? Could have just seen someone flying through. Oh my god, it's just traffic. The Sector 3 is an absolute pile-up.
Yeah, that's scary. I hope none of them was on lap. No, nobody's on lap.
Right, I think that Nuts is the leader of this absolute chaos that's going on in Sector 3, so we'll ride aboard with the Aston for his final flying lap. Not taking as much curb on exit as he could. Definitely could run it a bit wider to carry a bit more speed through that final turn.
I'll be back in a moment. I'm just checking something, just like a Ferrari strategist.
You going to Plan C? Plan C plus 8?
I've gone to Plan C.
We go through the double right-hander. Has Nuts managed to find any time? It's going to be need a big old lap to catch Triz. It's nearly 2/10 down through the first sector. It's going to take a hell of a lap now. Here we come up to the triple right-hander. No, I don't think it's going to be improvement. 2.5 tenths down coming out to the third sector. Absolutely flying through the triple right-hander, but I don't think it's going to do many favours. No, as he dives into the pits. Tell you what, we'll ride on board with Noodles.
Yes. He's coming up to the end of the first sector. I was waiting for that.
Oh, nearly a tenth up. You have to find a bit more time if he wants to take pole.
He will be the last man to set a lap, I think. Yep. As Flaherty has invalidated, so yeah, it makes Noodles the only relative one. It's his first race, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think this is his first time out for MRC. It'll be a hell of a outing. Oh, he's nearly 3/10 up coming on to Sector 3.
This could be very close. If he improves a lot in this final sector, it's going to be a close call.
Can Noodles put it on pole for his first MRC race? This is going to be a close one. Triz is going to want all the help he can get to win this final race to take the championship, but Noodles could take away pole.
Ooh.
Oh, that is so unlucky. 700ths of a second separates Noodles and Triz, but Triz takes pole position here in Qatar. Noodles in second and Sambal in third. If Mercedes could actually do that in real life, they'd be onto a winner right now. And we got Baby Hornet taking fourth place on a set of hard tyres, and Armar in fifth. They've just swapped places pretty much from where they were in the comp tier race, with Armar now chasing down Hornet.
I was going to do a Toto imitation, but I don't think it would have been very family friendly. I think Bit knows what I'm talking about.
So we got Armar Red in fifth, Nuts takes sixth, Flick30 in seventh, Wookie in eighth, Burnsy Baby 9th, and Geki rounds out the top 10. Chaos Druid in 11th. Winky takes 12th in the Ferrari. And the people that didn't set a lap are Fox in 13th, J-Sarge 14th, Bit in 15th, 16th Kaiser Soze, 17th Airways, and 18th is Bergen.
Well, it's a bit surprising. We've got Nuts completely out of position here. And he needs to be probably second to clinch this title.
Yeah, he's going to have a bit of a fight on his hands.
Back, yeah. On count back, P3 probably won't be enough if Triz wins.
Triz is looking like he's got the pace. It just depends whether he runs into any issues like he did in Imola.
Yeah. Can you remember where he started in Imola? I think he was
either pole or second.
Pack. Oh, okay. Oh, wait,
I know he was on for the lead, and then I think he got mixed up in the pit stops and taken out.
Started P4, so I can't remember how it started for him because I was at the back, so couldn't really see what was happening. But yeah, at least he's at the front. He shouldn't be getting distracted by other drivers, having to avoid others unless he gets a bad start, because it's a pretty long run to turn one here.
Yeah, I was quite surprised at the strategy from R13 for the safety car restarts. Pretty much all of them were going before we got to the final corner. I know a lot of people quite like the late run to the line as they're doing safety car restarts, but every single restart was done before the final corner for the comp tier race.
It is one of the possible strategies, yeah. Like to try and get people unsettled before a braking zone. Like it can work. It's not necessarily what I prefer, but if you want to mix it up a bit, it can be a good thing.
All I know is it was like a car park behind him. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, and a few words might be said about that, actually. I think Laupy ahead of me got a penalty because he had to react to the guy ahead. So I touched him, and he got a penalty, I didn't, so it's something that might be looked at.
I mean, so somebody ready up. Oh, don't tell me we're going to have to red flag this.
No, please. We're not going to have to start the stream a third time.
Well,
I'll have a quick look at
I feel like we've definitely missed the 5-minute break, so we will see if we are going to have to red flag this session. I really hope that we don't. But we will see. As it stands, though, a good mix of tyres, a lot of different strategies here. Sea of hards and mediums. Obviously, the Mercedes team not working together, both of them starting on the medium, so there could be an issue.
Well, to be fair, you can pit on either at 13 or 14 if there's no safety car. So it should still be able to work for these two the teammates. But yeah, they probably don't know each other, so they've not worked it out together.
Yeah, but
it's not very Das Plan, let's put it that way.
Prix starting on the hards is probably the tyre I prefer around here. I'm not quite sure why it works better than the mediums, but it's definitely the better race tyre in my opinion.
I think so, yeah.
Then
it is the case on quite a few tracks.
Then Baby Hornet is the next hard runner. Then Armar, Mutsnut and Flixity all on the mediums. Wookie on the hards. Burnsy Baby on the mediums. Geke on the hards. Chaos Drivers hards. Winky hards. Fox and J Sarge on the mediums. Bit and Kaiser on the hards. Airways, mediums and Bergen on hards. So everybody picking a different option, which is always fun. It definitely mixes up the races.
Yeah.
As far as I can see, no red flag, so we will just run this race as we are, which is always a bonus. And hopefully
29 laps, 1 championship, 2 drivers.
Can everybody park their car today? That's what we want to see.
That's the first hurdle.
I mean, we've been playing this game now for just under a year, and people still fail at parking their cars. There we go, Triz lines up in his box. Here we go, we're all lining up. The pack is pretty bunched up, so this should line up pretty quickly. It's one of the AlphaTauri struggles to line up in the box. On a right angle there, I think that is Burnsy Baby. Ah, Jake can't park, what a shock. Always one.
Let's hope it doesn't glitch the session like the previous race.
Yeah, starting under the safety car was always fun.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. Oh, a bit of a slow start. I think Baby Hornet is already looking up the inside there to turn 1. It's going to be a bit of a dive. But he goes for... Oh, it's so close there between the Alpha and the Mercedes. As Armor Red actually shot past the pack up into second place. Baby Hornet
has been...
Mutsnuts and Flick City not really making any moves. We've already got a yellow flag. I think that is Geke.
Yep. I was saying Mutsnuts has been very, very conservative on the first corner. He got overtaken on the outside by Whoopi, of course, a higher tier driver, but he was very cautious.
I think it was probably best to stay out of the absolute chaos that was ensuing as everybody was darting each way around each other around the first corner. We have another yellow.
Someone's round, it's Flaherty.
So Aston Martins have split up now. No help is coming for Mutsnuts. But R13 is on the attack for Triz. Wasting absolutely no time on the attack.
Yeah, Armai is definitely on fire this week.
Trying to get revenge for what happened to him in comp tier.
Yeah.
Already building a bit of a gap to Noodles and Baby Hornet behind them as they both fight as well.
Sarge's going past Nuts. I'm hoping that the higher tier drivers don't decide this championship, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, they usually...
Oh, we've got Sambal spinning around. I don't know what happened if there was too much contact with Baby Hornet, but...
Sambal down to 14th now.
Around. That's a further position for Nuts.
I'm very surprised that so far we haven't picked up a safety car for the amount of yellow flags we've had, but we continue on. The battle between the two blue cars is raging on up front. Williams versus Alpine. I mean, this is the kind of the real life battle, but definitely not fighting for first and second.
Yeah. And the Mercedes as well, not at the front.
Where is the realism gone? I think we have enough. I think that's Sambal that's spun again at the back.
Yeah.
Having a couple of issues. Tyres must be absolutely cooked.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there might be some rear wing damage as well. When you spin it over there.
Yeah, for 14th down, I bet they're all praying for a safety car right now, but the leaders definitely will not be. As Simon is our first driver to pick up a 3-second time penalty. Nothing new there. Wookie sets the fastest lap on hards. Noodles has been overtaken by the Alfa Romeo. And I think he's about to get... Oh, it's going to get close between him and the Red Bull. Forcing Wookie off track there, not leaving any space on the outside.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at what's happening behind, and Sarge his customary 3-second penalty.
It's so easy to pick them up. I was picking them up like Candy as well. I ended the race with 9 seconds worth of penalties, so...
Yeah. Bit twitchy there from Bernsey. I mean, he's under pressure from tier 1 drivers, so...
As Carl is the next person to pick up a 3 seconds. All of the reserves picking up the penalties and none of the actual sport tier drivers. Yeah,
Bitty, we're going to have a talk at the end of the race about that, about your part in that plan. I'm not sure getting penalties is part of the requisite.
That's definitely a Ferrari plan, that. Here we go. Is Armour Red going to line up a move? Dow, I think he almost got the closing speed wrong a bit there. It looked like he was about to ram into the back of the Alpine.
It's still staying ahead.
Williams takes the lead now. Triz, to be fair, didn't really need to fight that too hard. He's just going to run his own little race.
But this changes many things in the championship, because Triz won't be scoring as many points as if he wins, obviously. I'm sounding like another Ferrari strategist, but
he does still win.
Means not necessarily, as it stands, yes. Oh, as Nuts has a bit of a spin and gets overtaken by the tier 2 runner-up, Fox. So yeah, Triz finishing P2 means that Nuts needs to be at least P6, and I think it would probably be P5 or P6 with the fastest lap.
It's It's not looking great for Mutsnuts at the minute. He doesn't seem to have the pace around Qatar. Something drastic is going to have to happen to Triz for Mutsnuts to take the title.
Yeah, there was an 8/10 gap between Mutsnuts and Triz in qualifying. Qualifying doesn't mean everything. Like gaps can be much closer in the race between drivers, but that's a pretty significant gap between them. So it's going to be hard to beat Triz, but he needs to not be beaten too hard.
His Noodle's going to line up a move on Baby Hornet. He's having a look, but didn't go for the move. Simon causing a bit of a train now.
Yeah, it's probably in Noodles' best interest to just wait for a bit and try and pounce at the best opportunity, because even if he doesn't get the opportunity to get past Baby Hornet, he'll be able to benefit from the DRS and the slipstream and try and extend his stint.
Yeah, maybe he isn't quite aware that the people he's fighting around him are all higher tiers, so it's...
Yeah, as well, yeah, he might not be familiar with the system.
But he's still keeping within a second of the rear wing of the Alfa Romeo, so hopefully he'll get DRS and another shot at overtaking Baby Hornet on the next go round. Oh, he's dropped out slightly and is under a lot of pressure from Wookie now.
Yeah, it looks like Simon's, he's on it. He's pushing, ooh, and he's off it as well, off the track.
Quite surprised that Wookie's keeping it on the track now. We're on the final corner, rear wing open on the Red Bull. Oh, easy pass, didn't even get anywhere near the first corner. And here comes a Haas as well.
Yeah, Noodles isn't fighting it. He's playing the long game here.
J-Sarge and Wookie through.
Arma's running away with it. Wow.
Yeah, we did say he got some mega pace and he's just putting it on show again. As Burnsy Baby picks up a 3 seconds.
Gapping the car behind you by a second isn't easy around this track. It's such a quick lap.
I tell you what, I'm trying to work out my heads for Mutsnuts, so he'll make up 1, 2, 3, 5 places for all of the reserves that are between him and Triz. So I still think he's actually net P3 as we stand. Oh, it's Baby Hornet's out the race. Is that a safety car? There it is.
The dreaded safety car, which changes absolutely everything, and it will hurt Triz here.
Tut tut. It's always going to be Simon.
It could hurt Triz because he is on the hard tyres. If he wanted any kind of safety car to appear, he would want it to be at the end of the stint. At the end
Triz
of
has
stint,
stayed out,
this is
so
very early. Yeah.
Armar, J-Sarge, Noodles and Fox all in the pits. Burnty Baby, Airways, Bergen.
Yeah, this could be a strategy. Oh, Mutsnuts is staying out.
Quite surprising on those mediums that he's decided to stay out, but maybe he's gone for track position over fresh tyres. But unfortunately those mediums aren't going to last quite as long as those hards will.
To be fair, the person he's fighting is Triz, so he doesn't need to necessarily fight with other drivers. As long as he can stay in the vicinity of Triz, he won't be losing too many points from him. And with, as you were saying, the higher tier drivers having to pit on 1 or 2 laps from the end, he can still get those positions back at one point.
Yeah, and obviously the safety car will help save some life in those mediums.
Yes. Yeah, maybe he can try some kind of undercut as well. How early could he try an undercut? Because tyre life will be extended. He could maybe go for an undercut around lap 15, maybe if you add 2 laps to the tyre life. That gives 14 laps on the hards. That's more than achievable. And that could give him track position on Triz, who would pit the mediums on lap 16 or 17.
I mean, to be fair, with how old my mediums were in my final stint of the comp tier race, I had 75% wear on my front left tyre. Still going.
That was a long stint. Or was it lap 13?
Yeah, I think I pitted around 12, 13.
Yeah, that's a very long stint on mediums. I'm surprised you went that far. I was expecting you to pit.
I was hoping for another safety car and it just never came. I was like, I've got no choice now. I've just got to go to the end.
Yeah, you have to hope for it in that situation. The pit stop is...
But boy, were my tyres toast.
Yeah.
Trying to emulate yourself, but I'm just not quite as good at whispering tyres. They were absolutely shot.
I'm telling you, 16 laps, 75% isn't bad. Not bad at all. You can be very proud of yourself.
It's the new game. The new game's ridiculously hard for tyre wear.
Yeah. Well, not all tyres, that's the thing. It's only 1 or 2 tyres who absolutely suffer in the new game, and it's going to be a nursing game. You're going to have to nurse these vulnerable tyres, try and keep them going, and yeah.
It's weird because the new game seems to reward really aggressive driving, but the really aggressive driving absolutely destroys tyres.
Yeah.
I think we'll be going around again because we've still got Winky and Geke off the back of the pack.
It rewards aggressive driving definitely on short stints, but it will be interesting to see, as the handling model currently is, what it turns out to be in longer races, like in 50% or 100% races, when you have actual strategy and, yeah, as you said, tyre wear. Is it actually worth being that aggressive?
And plus, I think...
Because you could probably save a pit stop as well.
Yeah, and obviously then we've got the handling update, which I think is rumoured for the 11th.
11th, okay.
I know that I think it's Alex Gillen has already tested the new handling models. I know I think he posted a video today about what he thinks about the new handling model. So it's gonna be a weird one to. Obviously, everybody's gonna be playing it now, and then next week the handling model's gonna change, and that's always a fun day.
As long as it's an improvement, I am all for it. If they break it,
it's Cody's. Come on, it's gonna be broken.
Yeah. I was saying it is a possibility.
This game's been out for nearly a year and it's still broken.
Yeah, but at least the driving's pretty nice, I think. But anyway, we should be going. No, we're not, because Geke Matthew hasn't.
Yeah, Geke is still 18 seconds off the pack.
Come on. I don't know if he's got a delta or whatever, but
round we go again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated when we have races and we're not here to be behind the bloody safety cars.
What? You don't enjoy the safety car? I love a good safety car, me. It stops me from destroying my own car.
I love it when you're on F124 and you have to start on dry tyres when you're in the wets. I don't mind a safety car in those situations.
I tell you what, my worst thing for F124 so far is I tried to do the driver career. I thought I'll start an F2, I'll do it properly, and the F2 car on F124 is 100% undrivable. You tap the brakes, you try and go into a corner, and it just throws itself around.
Yeah.
You think, oh, this is fun.
Yeah, you have to increase the brake bars so much. The amount of flashbacks I've used. Yeah, as you said, not necessarily the most enjoyable on F2, but it used to be pretty good, F2. I had quite a bit of fun racing that. So.
Yeah, in the F123, obviously we did a couple of MRC X races in the F2 cars, and I'd never had any issues with it, but jumped onto F124 and I was just constantly facing the wrong way every time I tried to throw it into a corner. It was just pirouetting.
Right, it'll definitely be coming in this lap.
Yeah, I definitely say we'll be coming in this lap. and then we'll have 19 laps to go to see if Triz can hold on.
So we only have the top 4 drivers who haven't hit Triz or Key. That's nuts.
And Chaos Druid.
He's hired to drive it as well. Chaos Druid. Yeah.
He's down in 15th, but he must have pitted lap 1.
Yeah, lap 1. Yeah.
We don't want to mention him too much, so he gets really upset at me in the Discord. So we'll leave him alone. I know he's in the comments as well. I can keep seeing it popping up. So. Here we go. Oh, Trisco is coming into the last corner. He's built up a little bit of a gap, 6.5, 7 tenths to Wookie. Mutsnuts definitely needs to hold on to the back of the Red Bull now. He's already under attack a little bit from Armor Red. Mutsnuts definitely needs to make the most of those medium tyres while he can. Seems to be heading to a bit of a train again. Armor Red and J-Sarge getting dangerously close to each other as we go through the hairpin.
Triz is doing okay. He's got a 7/10 gap for the moment.
Yep, Wookie holding steady at about 6 tenths at the minute as we stand. Mutsnuts dropping off the back though. He's definitely not got the pace here tonight in Qatar. As we stand though, if this finish 1-2 between Triz and Mutsnuts, does Mutsnuts take the title? I'm not sure off the top of my head.
I don't think so, no. I had a quick look at count back and I think that Triz has got an extra P2.
Oh,
well, he's got a P2 and Mutsnuts doesn't. And they would still have 4 wins each, I think.
Yeah, we've just got to see what happens as we go through the laps. Mutsnuts is now 1.3 seconds behind Wookie. It's definitely not what he needed from this restart, and now he's going to be under attack from Keys to Soze and Armor Red as they both look up the inside into turn 1. J-Sarge almost ended up in the back of the Aston Martin. The difference in the tiers clearly evident from braking points.
Yeah.
Going through the switchback, trying to take back the place from Keys to Soze, but the McLaren's fighting back again. And he'll have the inside line as we go up to the double right-hander. Ooh, getting awfully close, and the Haas is heavily catching up. And then the Alpha Tauri will be making a dive on J-Sarge.
It's a place where you don't want to go side by side.
But Mutsnuts coming back out on top, but that massive exchange has cost him over 1.5 seconds to Wookie. That was definitely not what Mutsnuts needed. I mean, Triz is in his own little battle with Wookie, but Mutsnuts in a 4-way battle for 3rd place has cost him so much time.
This train between P3 and P13. So close.
Yeah, and that's the problem, obviously. The difference in braking points and obviously people's references.
Tier levels, yeah.
Yeah, tier levels just causes so many accidents because, as we've seen, J-Sarge can brake later than Mutsnuts, and that is that 0.5 second of your reaction time and picking up where you're going to brake it's causing accidents. But there we go, Keys to Soze coming past Mutsnuts now, no defence there, unfortunately, and I think he's about to lose 3 places as Armor Red and J-Sarge both sneak past. I think he is going to battle J-Sarge for that position, getting very snug. I think there was a bit of a tap of wheels there between the two. And then Burnsy Baby also looking to get some of this action, and Mutsnuts is about to lose yet another place.
Right now for Mutsnuts, it's all about not losing too much time. As long as you can stay with these guys. And as Noodles breaks his front wing on Fox, I don't know exactly what happened, but he's definitely lost a bit of his front wing and will probably have to pit at the end of this lap, which doesn't suit him because he's on hard tyres.
Yeah, not a good race for Noodles. He had a fantastic qualifying, obviously suffering a bit in the race. But riding on board with Mutsnuts, now he's coming under attack from the Ferrari of Fox River 8. I think those 11 lap old mediums already seem to be struggling for him.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. He's got to try and not lose too much time, try and limit the damage. Because he's going to have to pit, and Triz is going to have to pit. So they will be down the order at some point in this race.
Go back up front for the swap of the leader as Wookie has the DRS overtake on Triz into the first corner. Nice easy swap. Wookie takes the lead. J-Sarge comes past Kaiser Soze. And Armour Red is back on the charge to hunt down the top two. I gotta feel a bit sorry for Mutsnut, so I think he definitely made a poor strategy call for his mediums there. They have not worked for him in this stint after the safety car.
It's not working for now, but in the bigger picture it could still work. As I said, Triz is going to have to pit. If he pits and doesn't make the positions up, he won't be scoring enough points, and Mutsnuts will be in the same situation. Other drivers are going to have to pit, so if Triz makes the positions up, Mutsnuts will as well. So it could still work out for him. It's not working right now, but he will be under the hard tyres soon, and Triz will be on the mediums.
We've seen it a couple of times around here. It definitely is quite difficult to fight through the pack, especially when the train starts going.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Pack seems to have settled down a bit.
Something else to factor in will be time penalties.
Yeah, as Flicks, Hurty and Airways are both sizing up Mutsnuts. Both on with DRS now, both the rear wings open. I think Mutsnuts is just holding on for dear life on track now to make it to this hard stint.
Yeah. He could pit this lap.
I think 14. He needs to pit this lap.
Yeah.
Because he's just hemorrhaged position since the restart.
There again, this is the strategy to go to the end. Pit this lap or next lap. I think this lap will be better. But if there's a safety car on lap 15, he would lose everything. He'd lose track position, even with fresher tyres.
Tell you what, his rifle is struggling though. He's dropped off 2 seconds from the back of Wookie. There's now under attack from Armour Red.
Yeah, these guys are proper quick. And Sarge isn't far behind. As Fox gets another 3 seconds, but he's way down the order, so that probably won't change the championship results just yet.
So this is
still doing well.
This is going to be the nippy bum time for Triz. Obviously, I know that most of these are going to be DRS passes, but any time there's going to be any wheel-to-wheel action, he's always going to have that in the back of his mind of, is this person worth fighting?
Yeah.
If he's just letting them sail past, it's definitely the right move to make. It's just not even worth risking contact at this point.
No.
Mutsnuts in the pits.
Yeah, okay. He's on the same kind of strategy as Mutsnuts. It's all about limiting the damage of this stint. Hoping everything goes to plan. And you don't want to lose time in battles that are just not yours.
That is always the problem when especially when you're still in the championship fight, is this person a reserve? Is this worth fighting?
Oh, yeah,
no, let them go. It's just not worth it. I'll make it back at the end.
Yeah, you are right. It is a distraction that you don't really need.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Triz. I think Triz may be either graining or just struggling on those hards now as he's dropped off 1.2 seconds off the back of Armour.
Well, as we saw during the whole week, Armour is proper quick around this track.
Yeah, you must absolutely love this track.
Yeah, and he's got 6 extra laps of wear as well, so... No, 6 fewer laps of wear than Triz, so all of that adds up and it gives you these kind of gaps.
And here goes J-Sarge with the rear wing open. Will he catch Triz? Well, Burns is retired. Is that another safety car?
Oh. No, he's in the pits, so it'll be fine.
I've just seen the caution still sat on my screen for Sector 3. I thought we might have been getting a safety car there, but...
Yeah, it's weird.
What?
I've got the caution, but I don't have any.
Yeah, there are only
there
yellow
is a
sectors.
flag, yeah, it doesn't appear on the map, but it doesn't matter. Fox is going quick still.
Triz going to be under attack now from the Alpine teammate of tonight, which is Airways. I wonder if they're going to have a Gasly Ocon moment, whether they're actually going to obey team orders.
Nobody hates a Frenchman more than a Frenchman.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that pretty much sealed the fact he didn't get a contract renewal for next season.
Yeah.
It would have been nice though for the rumour to be true that Jack Doohan was going to get the race for Canada. That would have been
that would have been quite something.
I mean, it would have been way more interesting for the next race, but unfortunately, I think Jack Doohan's in for FP1, but that's about it.
When was the last time a driver got dropped by the team? You know, not a race ban or whatever. When did the
last one's probably Nick de Vries.
I mean, suspended for yeah.
He got dropped like a stone.
That's a bit different. Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, we're not. I don't know how to explain this, but the Alpine situation is different to the De Vries situation. De Vries was just slow, and 5 seconds. What's happening with
corner cutting and gaining an advantage? He's just making a new track now, Fox. There's another one, multiple warnings. He's just picking up penalties. We'll have a look at the penalties now.
Yeah, well,
so,
try and drive properly. Come on.
Jake is on 29 seconds worth of penalties. 3 for Sarge, 3 for Flix30, 6 for Carl, 6 for Winkles, 9 for Geke, 6 for Bergen, 3 for Noodles.
Yeah, surely respect the race. Race properly. Don't just cut the corners. Right. Back to the race.
Jay Sarge in the pits. Triz is hanging on to those tyres, 16 laps now on those hards. I wonder if he's going to go hard soft at this rate.
Yeah, he'll be wanting to go to soft. I think he's just protecting himself from...
not making any progress, down in 15th on these new hards.
Yeah. Well, I want to say he's stuck, but he's not exactly stuck behind slow drivers. It's Bergs and Fox. They are quick drivers. So... Yeah,
like we said, it's just
not going to plan for him.
A difficult track to overtake on, unfortunately. The main one being turn 1. I think to make a lot of progress on this track, you have to make the aggressive moves. You have to make the dives.
Yeah, they're not easy.
Yeah, he's up to 13th. I think that's Chaos Druid in the pits. It's giving him a free place. And Sarge. But Triz still plodding on, 17 laps now on those hards.
Yeah, he'll want to extend by at least another lap after this one, I'd say.
Do you reckon they're playing the team game there at Alpine?
I don't know. Maybe, but I know that I don't really play the team game. I helped Winky out a bit once, but that's just because I wanted to help him. You don't necessarily help your teammate when you're reserving from a higher tier.
Yeah, it takes a lot to help Winkles
maybe
McGuffin.
they're mates, I don't know. So Fox is around. Yeah, he is.
Yep. The Alpine stay as they were, giving Triz a little bit of a DRS in tow, but didn't let him through.
Probably, if he wants to help Triz, that's probably the best way. Give him a tow all along the lap.
We got a Ferrari. I
DRS.
think that was stuck in the middle of the track. I think that's Fox.
Yeah, it is.
Are we good?
Well, Flaherty had dropped very, very far down the order, and he bit early. Still going for him. He's in a good position.
5 and a bit seconds off Triz. Tell you what, he's doing well. Carl on those 12 laps on those softs, they must be dying now.
they're coming to the end of their life. Don't you worry about that. He must be on 75% maybe now, coming up to 80% soon.
But Muttnuts making his way back up the order through pit stops. He's up to 10th place now. As Fox is retired, I think that's in the pits.
Yeah, that's a shame because he's a quick driver. We want to see, even if he's a reserve, we want to see quick drivers. So Flaherty in the pits as well.
Armour in the pits. I think Triz is still out.
He is.
Absolutely burning through those hard tyres. They're going to be hurting at this point in the race. But he's definitely cemented the soft tyres for his final stint now.
He knows that a safety car would be the worst thing to happen to him when he pits. So he wants to pit as late as possible. I'm
also going to say that 100% these two are playing the team game, because there is no way that gap has sat happily at like 5/10 for this long.
Yeah.
So Airways is definitely dragging Triz along for some extra lap time.
Yeah. So we've got Muttnuts going. Oh, what is happening in P6 and...
Yeah, it seems to be a right mess going on in the midfield.
I don't know what happened there. Is it...
That my
I don't know what's happening. Whoa,
my timing screen was going mental. Geke's gone in the double right-hander. He's retired. Is that going to cause a safety car?
I hope not, because...
Not sure it has.
Most artificial race safety car ever. Okay, well no, second after.
Nope, car's gone. We are still green.
Yeah. That was so weird. Everybody had slowed down. I don't know if anybody's got damage. I didn't see any damage, but I might have missed it.
I don't know. It might explain why the gap's 10 and a bit seconds between Kaiser and J Sarge. Triz in the pits now. Let's see where he comes up. Muttnuts down to 7th place. I don't think he's going to get past. But they're coming up to the final corner now.
He doesn't need to get past him. It all depends on the point difference.
There we go. There goes Triz coming out the pits as everybody's coming onto the main straight. And there he is on the set of softs as predicted. Muttnuts going to make a move on Winkles McGuffin. And there's a Mercedes. Oh, looked very late on the brakes there from Sambal. Muttnuts up to 6th, but I still think that is a net P2 for him.
Wookie, Kaiser... It would be a net P2, yeah. It all depends then on if the pit stop is enough to gain the position on the higher drivers ahead, or if they actually move away.
Don't know, Airways has got himself a good lead there of nearly 13 seconds on Wookie. The race seems to have settled down a bit now. We've got Sambal and Muttnuts, I think, is the closest pair on track, and Winky and Carl. Just this little mid-pack battle from Muttnuts down to Noodles, I think it is.
It is, yes. I'm looking at Arma right now, and he's just biding his time. He knows Winky's on 15 lap old tyres and might be pitting soon. He doesn't this lap, but expect him to go past on this straight.
Watching Sambal see if his new soft tyres can make it past Muttnuts. I think that is actually for position in the tier as well.
It is, yes. He's a full-time Mercedes.
So that would put Muttnuts down to 3rd place, and I think he's under attack from his own teammate now as well. As Flixhurst looking to make a move past his teammates. And in 4th place, I think we will definitely have to say that Triz will be crowned the champion. What were you going to say, sorry?
I was going to say that it's so hard to read exactly what's happening.
I know, I just try and keep a mental note in my head of who is actually in which tier.
Yeah. Geke, if you're listening to us, please stop joining and leaving because the car's retired, so you won't be able to take control of the car, and we don't want the lobby to be glitched. We've got a championship on the line, so...
Flick 30 all over the back of the other Aston Martin. This will be a nice, easy DRS pass as we go down the main straight again. There we go, round the outside, nice and easy pass.
Does Flaherty want to play the team game afterwards? Does he want to slow CBG Sambal down, keep him close to Mutsnuts so Mutsnuts can attack him?
I mean, Flick 30 does have a time penalty, so I think it will hand the place back to Mutsnuts, but you might be right, he could be going to hunt down Sambal for him.
Yeah, because there's a bit of a tyre gap between them. Mutsnuts is not at an advantage here.
No, now he's coming under attack from R13 as well in the Williams.
Yeah, just a quick reminder for the higher tier drivers, please remember to pit just before the end.
Yeah, I think it's the penultimate lap, so lap 28.
Yeah.
And then we will definitely get the clear picture of the actual tier formation.
One good thing is that none of the actual tier drivers have penalties for the moment. Prix, Sambal, I know, well, Flaherty does, but neither do Prix or Mutsnuts, the main contenders here, don't have penalties.
This Chaos Druid picks one up just as you're on about it. And there goes Armour Red making a move on Mutsnuts.
Flaherty goes for the move as well. He gets past him for the moment. As they're level on turn 2.
Yeah, we'll jump on board with this battle as they are not giving each other any space there. Nice wheel-to-wheel battling.
That was good, yeah. But they're both very, very low on their energy levels.
I mean, it's a weird one. Like, it's one where you want to deploy a lot of battery, but it doesn't recharge very well around here.
Yeah, you can't really afford it. You just use it wisely. That's impressive advice that can be given.
Be like the new game.
The generally, and even more so on this track.
Yeah, the new game's quite generous with the ERS recharge rates.
Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of that. I like the...
Chaos Druid picks up another 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're about.
I think it's a bit too harsh, for example, on this track. It's madness. Like, once you use your ERS, you'd never see it again.
Yeah.
So, it would be nice to have a happy middle.
I think now Armour Red lining up the move on Sambal as well. Both with DRS open, but Armour Red making that move look pretty easy there. Yep, it's just absolutely carving through this field right now. Lining up the other Aston Martin now for Armour Red.
See, earlier on we were talking about higher tier drivers pitting, dropping positions, but I'm not sure that Mutsnuts is going to be benefiting much from it, because Airways, he's probably 30 seconds up the road. Yeah,
that gap between Flick 30 and J-Sarge is definitely going to be the decider for that, as we got one of the Mercedes around. I think that is Sambal. As he's dropped down to 10th place. So that'll be Noodles on the attack now to get past his teammate. The track seems to have settled down a little bit now. The gaps seem to be forming.
Yeah, massive gap between the drivers, and even if they're following each other, there's not much happening. But
here we go for
is it Mutsnuts? No, it's Flaherty.
Flick 30 getting sailed past the Williams, just absolutely cruising now. think we've done well. We're only one safety car tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely at the point now where the game will decide that it's definitely too late for a safety car, so we definitely won't be seeing another one for...
It could still come out. It could still come out. I can guarantee you that. Because if it comes out right now, it could still pit at the end of lap 27, which would lead to two racing laps. It could happen.
I have faith that we're going to finish this game with no safety car.
I hope it won't.
So let's see what we got. Triss has closed that gap down quite a lot to Kaiser Soze, now down to 0.6 of a second. He's done a fantastic drive tonight, to be fair, Triss. He's absolutely cruising to victory here in the sports here.
Yeah, and it's looking good for the championship as well.
Yeah, I bet he was gutted after what happened in Imola, but he's making up for it here in Qatar.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get the move done under DRS, but all over the back of the McLaren.
He probably doesn't want to make the move anyway because he knows that he's going to be taking the position back from Kaiser Soze soon.
Yeah, just getting dragged along, using the toe, getting the DRS.
Yeah.
So the only downside to this is just getting that dirty air. There's always that risk of losing the car and having the twitchy front end. We got Bergen round in sector 3 there.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah. Not much to say about what's happening right now.
No.
The closest gap is Triz, but yeah, he's just following, and he might be gaining the position this lap or the next one.
To be fair, J-Sarge is closing this gap pretty quickly to these two. I think that's Kaiser into the pits there. Yep.
Yeah.
Taking his mandatory pit stop as we're on lap 28. I think the rest of the drivers like Airways and Wookie definitely need to take their pit stop this lap.
Yes. So in about a lap's time we will have a much clearer picture of what's happening.
Airways picks up for 3 seconds.
The higher tier drivers slow down enough to... Well, that's what I always do. I always slow down enough to let everybody score points. We'll see if the other higher tier drivers do that.
We've got Mutz Nuts who's made it past the group that's just pitted up to 6th place for him.
Yeah, crucially for him, if they fight to get past him, he will lose positions. So they're only 2 seconds behind. They are going to be closing their gap very quickly.
Yeah, especially on fresh softs.
Yeah, so it will depend on if they want to pass him or not.
The reserve's taking absolutely no prisoners tonight.
Yeah. So Arma in. Wookie in. So Triz will be inheriting the lead.
Yeah, we're on board with Triz as he comes onto the pit straight.
And I'll tell you what, it could still work out for Mutz Nuts if the drivers ahead give their positions up. Arma pitting.
It's going to be a close one, I think. Mutz Nuts is not even... He's coming through the penultimate corner now.
Yeah. We've got Flaherty. How many seconds does Flaherty have? He's got 3 seconds, so either he plays the team game here, either he doesn't, but if he plays the team game, this could hand Mutz Nuts the title.
Mutz Nuts has not made any positions there really under the pit stops. And here we are on the final lap with Triz. He has an 8-second gap to Airways, the other Alpine. Obviously, the higher tier drivers aren't really allowed to finish on the podium, so I can see him getting demoted to, I think it's 4th place if he finishes on the podium.
I can't remember. Yeah, it might be a 3-place demotion or something, but I'll have to check that. I've not had to apply it yet.
We go for Wookie as well. I'm pretty sure both of them will be getting moved off the podium, as it is supposed to be a sport tier driver that finishes on the podium.
It's a shame they're racing it.
But I think as we stand, Triz will be taking the final win on F1 23 here in Qatar for the sport tier. As for the title, we will have to leave it to Anton to do the maths, and we will find out later on. But I'm sure he'll be celebrating in that car anyway as he comes across the line to take the win. He's driven an absolutely superb race from start to finish. Fantastic qualifying. Amazing race for Triz there. Airways has stopped at the side of the track. I think he's going to start letting drivers through. So here comes Flix30, who is our next sport tier driver, puts him in second place.
The team game.
Sarge takes third. He will be getting the demotion there. Mutz Nuts.
Oh, is Mutz Nuts running out of fuel?
He might be.
Out of fuel. So
Sambal comes past him, and Mutz Nuts takes fifth place.
So as things stand, if there aren't any penalties being applied, I can't see why Triz would get any penalties, or the drivers ahead be getting penalties. Sarge will be demoted.
I think provisionally.
I think Mutz Nuts is P4, and that would give Triz the title as it stands.
Yeah, I think as it stands provisionally, that does make Triz the sport tier champion here in our final race of this game. So to do the order now. Congrats to Triz on the win of the race and the championship as he takes the win here in Qatar. Flix30 in second. J Sarge takes third, but will be getting a demotion. Sambal in fourth. Mutz Nuts in fifth. Noodles takes sixth. Rough race, but he did a great job for his first MRC drive. 17 laps on those mediums is a great stint as well. Yeah. 7th for Kaiser Soze, 8th Wookie, Armour Red in 9th, Airways 10th, Carl in 11th, Winkles McGuffin is in 12th, Chaos Druid in 13th, 14th Bergen, Geke 15th, Fox 16th, 17th Burnty Baby, and 18th Baby Hornet. And breathe.
Wake up. It was a very confusing race. It was a very confusing race with so many penalties being applied. Not easy to know exactly where we were standing in the championship. We knew Triz was in a very good position. We didn't know how good a position it was, though.
Come looks like Mutz Nuts ran out of fuel across the line as well.
Yeah. He'll be very disappointed because he gave a very good, very late but very good fight, charge for the title. He came back from a 30-point gap, I think, to get a 10-point lead for this race. So he had done everything he had to be in a good position for this race, and for some reason he didn't have the pace today. I don't know if it's related to forgetting the setup, maybe, because he was that slow compared to Triz. I'm very gutted for Mutz Nuts. I was expecting a close battle between the two, but great job from Triz. He dominated this race.
Yeah, start to finish, absolutely fantastic drive, and it was a great qualifying as well.
Oh yeah.
We'll run through the order one last time for F1 23, but I imagine before this gets deleted off a lot of people's PlayStations. So we've got Triz in first, Flix30 second, J Sarge before his demotion is in third, Sambal fourth, Mutz Nuts fifth, Noodles is in sixth, Kaiser Soze seventh, Wookie in eighth, Armour ninth, Airways 10th, Carl in 11th, Winky 12th, Chaos Druid 13th, and Bergen was our last finisher in 14th.
Driver of the day, I'd have to give it to Triz.
Race. Absolutely, it's got to be Triz to take pole and then to pretty much dominate the entire race. He didn't really put a wheel wrong.
Yeah. He won the championship in style.
Absolutely. The only thing Alpine could absolutely dream of doing right now is winning a race in a championship, but never.
Get Triz in that second seat.
But that is it here for us in MRC and Sports here and on F1 23. Thanks everybody for watching, and good night, and see you on the next game.
Yep.